So I want to talk to y'all about this today with the strike underway at Nevada National Security Sites over a wage dispute. So let's watch what's being said in the news, and then I want to dive a little bit deeper into this issue.
Members of the local Teamsters 631 union on strike right now against MSTS construction. They are out demonstrating near the Nevada test site near US 95 and Mercury Highway. They're looking out for better wages, and after talks stalled over the weekend, they're really hoping to get some answers. They say they are willing to go back to the table until an agreement is reached.
All right, and so as you can see, several dozen workers have gone on strike against a private civilian company that helps manage operations at the Nevada National Security Sites. So the Teamsters, Local 631, announced that a strike began Wednesday morning against Mission Support and Test Services, or MSTS, with picketing underway at an entrance of Mercury Highway. A spokesperson for the International Brotherhood of Teamsters said about 80 workers are signatories to a private labor agreement with MSTS, and wages have been at issue in their talks. Okay. The U.S. Energy Department website describes MSTS as a limited liability company made of Honeywell International Inc., Jacobs Engineering Group Inc., and H11 or H2 Nuclear Inc. Okay, so then it goes on to say the Teamsters say MSTS reached deals with other unions for more than what they have requested, and that the employer declined to hold negotiations over the weekend. It's unclear when the two sides could return to the bargaining table. Unlike this company, Teamsters even work weekends. Tommy Blitch, Secretary-Treasurer for Teamsters Local 631, said in a statement, "We'll be waiting at the table and are willing to negotiate 24/7 until an agreement has been reached." The Nevada National Security Sites, formerly known as the Nevada Test Site, serve as a base for nuclear weapons research and development. MSTS values our employees and the work they do to support the national security mission. A spokesperson for the company said in a statement, "We are committed to bargaining in good faith and look forward to continued discussions with the Teamsters Local 631 to reach a fair reopener agreement. We also respect employees' rights to express their opinions." Now, I want to go back to what is said over here, okay? Because I don't want you guys to miss the opportunity to learn about this. And since they're talking about it, let's go ahead and dive into it. Right here, you'll see the Nevada National Security Sites, formerly known as the Nevada Test Site, serve as a base for nuclear weapons research and development. So let's talk about that. First, I'm going to bring you over here to Wikipedia, the information collator, aggregator, whatever you want to call it, right? People get to contribute, and, you know, you get to have this information like an online encyclopedia. So I don't know if you knew this or not, but the Nevada National Security Site, N2S2 or NNSS, the Nevada Test Site, NTS, until 2010, is a United States Department of Energy reservation located in southeastern Nye County, Nevada, about 65 miles northwest of the city of Las Vegas. Formerly known as the Nevada Proving Grounds, the site was established in 1951 for testing of nuclear devices. It covers approximately 1,360 square miles of desert and mountainous terrain. Nuclear weapons testing at the site began with a 1 kiloton bomb dropped on Frenchman Flat on January 27, 1951. Over the subsequent 4 decades, over 1,000 nuclear explosions were detonated at the site. Many of the iconic images of the nuclear era came from the site. Okay, so as you can see right here, Nevada National Security Sites, in November 1951, nuclear test at Nevada Test Site, Operation Buster Jangle Dog, first U.S. nuclear field exercise conducted with live troops maneuvering on land. Troops shown are 6 miles from the blast. Okay, so you can see the coordinates here. I don't want you to miss that over the subsequent 4 decades, okay, over 1,000 nuclear explosions were detonated at that site. I'm not sure if you guys knew that history about Nevada, but you know, I'm going to take this opportunity to talk about it, right? Here it'll give you that it is the coordinates of where they're located, right? And then basically the nuclear weapons research complex operated up until the point where they said earlier by the United States Department of Energy, and the status is active in use from 1951 to the present. And they show here the amount of nuclear tests at 928. Okay. And so you can definitely look at this for yourself. During the 1950s, the mushroom clouds from the 100 atmospheric test could be seen from almost 100 miles away. The city of Las Vegas experienced noticeable seismic effects in the mushroom clouds, which could be seen from the downtown hotels become tourist attractions today, right? Westerly winds routinely carry the fallout from above ground nuclear testing directly through St. George, Utah and southern Utah. Increases in cancers such as leukemia, lymphoma, thyroid cancer, breast cancer, melanoma, bone cancer, brain tumors, and gastrointestinal tract cancers were reported from the mid-1950s onward. A further 828 nuclear tests were carried out underground. From 1986 through 1994, 2 years after the United States put a hold on full-scale nuclear weapons testing, 536 anti-nuclear protests were held at the site, involving 37,488 participants and 15,740 arrests, according to the government records. The site contains 28 areas, 1,100 buildings, 400 miles of paved roads, 300 miles of unpaved roads, and 10 heliports, and 2 airstrips. Currently, Mission Support and Test Services is the civilian contractor for the site's management and oversees overall operations. MSTS manages and operates the site for the Nuclear Security Administration, NNSA. And so you can go on and read that. You see right there, all of this information connects back to the article, Honeywell, Jacobs Engineering, Nuclear Inc., and so it gives you a little bit more history. Cancer is, something that I noted in a different article, and so I wanted to take you over there now. So you might want to look this up, okay? Nevada test site, more than 1,000 nuclear detonations, which corresponds with all the other information we just read, between 1951 and 1992 dispersed massive amounts of radioactive particles across the earth, leading to widespread contamination and exposing the world's entire population to dangerous radiosopes, okay? Now, from looking at this, it'll show you right down here until today, okay, let's remove the highlight. The Nevada test site remains contaminated with an estimated 11,100 ppq of radioactive material in the soil and 4,440 ppq in groundwater. The U.S. has not yet ratified the Comprehensive Test Ban Treaty of 1996. In 1990, the Radioactive Exposure Compensation Act was passed in order to compensate downwinders for the diseases that could be tracked back to radiation exposure. Due to bureaucratic hurdles and a lack of large-scale scientific research, many of the causalities of nuclear weapons testing are finding it difficult to actually receive compensation. Okay, so the Hibakusha of Nevada felt left alone with the legacy of nuclear testing. All right, and so in the 1950s, they talk about all of the radioactive particles, children in small towns, cases of cancer. And it says right here, according to the National Cancer Institute, the U.S. population was exposed to a total dose of 4 million Pearson severe of iodine 131 through the nuclear weapon tests in Nevada, about 500 times the total radiation dose of Chernobyl. A study published in 1999 estimated that expected cases of thyroid cancer due to the Nevada nuclear weapons test amount to 10,000 to 75,000. Another report published in 2006 found that 1,800 radiation-related leukemia deaths could be expected in the U.S. as a result of Nevada nuclear weapons tests. Despite these alarming findings, no routine thyroid cancer screenings are undertaken in the affected regions. More than a Teamsters battle needs to take place in this moment. Drop your thoughts in the chat about this, and then share this with somebody that lives near in Nevada, and find out if they even knew about this. Last time I told someone about this, they were able to quickly understand why members in their family had incidences of cancer. And so, I just try to share information, have you research more, but so that you can know everything that's involved with what's going on with that nuclear test site in Nevada. All right, let me know what you think.